going on? Like, what kind of weird, messed up shit is going on in your population of your game if you can't find a group as a healer? But that was my reality last night. So what ended up happening was I ran from like the main city my guy started in to like a middle area where there's a lot of people grouping. And I sat there looking for a group for about 35, 40 minutes. Then when that didn't work, I asked in the Discord, I said, hey, Discord folks, like, what's the deal here? How do you find a group? Like, normally when I played this game 20 years ago, you just came up here, there was a lot of groups. They were like, yeah, go to this other place. So now I like have to make this journey, and I died twice, and it's kind of like EQ, like it sends you back to your bind point. Which I need to be focused here. I'm gonna go back to my bind point. Where is this raptor? I can't even see him. I'm about to hit him, but I can't tell where he's at. There he is. They're like camouflaged. Yeah, so I died twice. Go back to the bind point, run back. At one point I had to beg somebody to res me. I finally make it all the way to this other zone where somebody's like, yeah, there's a lot of groups in this zone. No groups, bro. No groups. And it was in that moment that I realized, like, this is stupid. I was like, why am I subjecting myself to this? I could have played Chrono Trigger for a couple hours. I could have done any number of things that was instantly more entertaining than this over the course of 2 hours. And of course I went on Discord and bitched about it for a little while. Because that's what I do. When things don't go my way. I piss and moan on Discord to strangers on the internet. No, I got a good group of friends on there too, from the Monsters and Memories Discord. They're pretty cool guys. Oh, Paralyzing Earth is worn off. Looks like we're off to a great start tonight. Roots that don't hold. I love it. Oh no. Where's my pig parse? Yeah. Final Fantasy XI proved to me that it's... So one of the guys in the Discord was like, yeah, dude, it's a classic MMO. Like, what did you expect? And I'm like, man, I play EQ all the time. Like, I play these games. I am one of the classic MMO, not very well known content creators on YouTube, on Twitch, right? Like, I do these things. And I just think that the game is just not set up very well. It's way more enjoyable to solo on P99 than it is on Final Fantasy XI. A lot of stuff really does require a group. Like, it's not like P99 where you can roll a Necro and do like solo stuff. There's like one solo class and you have to get to level 30 to unlock it. How do you get to level 30? If you solo to level 30, it's going to take you forever. Just to unlock a class that can solo. Or like effectively solo. So yeah, it's not really for me. I do actually like really, I do appreciate the game. I appreciate the world building. There's a lot about it that I do like. Oh no. Root that guy. Root him. Root him. Ah, he's hitting me. Where'd he go? I lost him. Oh, there he is. This is admittedly not the most fun place to solo either because of this water. And raptors are just not a very friendly thing to solo, period. But we're just gonna have to endure the raptors. Like, that's just the way it is, because this is the only place that I can get the level 49 spells that I need. That's great. He resisted my asshole. And the internet is working so far. We'll see how it does like later on in the night when I feel like once more people get home from work and they jump on this, because this is a shared Wi-Fi, that's when it starts to have issues. But if I can make it 1 hour, folks, I will put this on YouTube. I was looking at my YouTube. I haven't uploaded in 12 days. I am working on Mr. Best Friend's lore. I have about 5 minutes of a lore video built. And it took me 12 hours to make 5 minutes of video. But the 5 minutes are quality. They are quality 5 minutes. I'm very proud of this project, and I'm excited to post it for you guys. I can't wait. It's definitely like I can feel my video editing has leveled up. It is what I would classify as quality content. Mr. Best Friend, my first lore video was more like a trial of like, how does this thing work? And just kind of seeing like exploring DaVinci Resolve and video editing period. With this one, I'm definitely exploiting DaVinci Resolve. I'm doing a lot with it. I've learned a lot in the last, 6 months, 5 months since I made my last one. To the point where, like, there are times where I'm like, should I be streaming as much or should I just be making these YouTube videos? Because it is truly enjoyable for me. It's very relaxing. I'm just gonna forewarn you guys though, I am strictly dad camping this. These raptors are on a 12-minute spawn timer. I'm gonna get 5 per hour. That is a lot more sustainable than me trying to swim between camps. And it's a lot less risky. So there's going to be a lot of downtime. And that's just part of solo self-found. I might grab like a raptor from the shoreline if the timing is right. But it's not a priority. Okay, we've been up for 9 minutes and it is working. The internet is working. Oh man, I had a great workout today. I've had 2 back-to-back like really good workouts, and I've had 2 or almost 2 weeks of pretty clean eating too. So I'm feeling pretty good. That is one benefit of being out here, away from the busyness of my regular job a little bit, and just focusing on getting some good workouts in, doing my schoolwork. And the place I'm staying in, it's actually pretty good. I would show you guys, but I'd have to like take down the green screen. Oh, here. Oh, nice. More on the, there's plants. Yeah, it's a decent little spot. My toilet doesn't work right now, but other than that, it's good. Excuse me. Oh, I was gonna grab this raptor. A little too late here. If I grab him now, he's gonna pull that dude with him. We're good, but we're not that good. I'm not taking on 2 of these guys at once. We'll see what the timer looks like when he comes back. I like how I can sit in the water when I'm levitating with like just my head is poking out of the water. Navy SEAL, Mr. Best Friend here. Amphibious Assault XR. That's the new name of the stream. I'm changing the stream name. Amphibious Assault XR. Let's see, what else has been new? So supposedly I'm going to play Valheim with a group of dudes on the weekend. That'll be cool. We're going to get on there and co-op it up. And yeah, I started a new game of Chrono Trigger because I was just bored and didn't want to be sitting at my desk. I was tired. That game's a classic, man. That is a Chrono Trigger, and I felt like a little bit of sadness because Akira Toriyama, who did the artwork for Chrono Trigger, he's passed away recently. And I was just kind of looking at the character art and thinking about like how he contributed to it. Let's see how Chrono Trigger came out in 94, 95. Akira Toriyama would have been 30, 40, about 40 when he did it. Chrono Trigger release date. You know what I should have done was, it came out on March 11th, 1995. One thing I did think about was like, why I should be playing the Nintendo DS version of Chrono Trigger. Why did I start on the Super Nintendo version? Because the DS version is kind of the definitive version. It has all the extra content. There's some like additional endgame type stuff that you can do in there. But then I realized like I'm probably never going to make it to the end of this, so it's really not a huge deal. Come on. Let's get these dots on them. More dots, more dots. Gotta love it when root breaks early. That's always cool. I love it when I interrupt my own spells, too. There we go. Where is he? I always lose him. Difficult to keep track of him in the water. This is probably one of my least favorite camps that I've done on Mr. Best Friend. Just because the dynamics of the water, the aggro radius on the raptors, the fact that if these raptors get close to me, they hit so fast that they have literally interrupted every one of my spells one time. I think I had 5 interrupts. I could not get them rerouted. And ended up dying. I couldn't even feign. My feign got interrupted. So I have to be very careful. It's a tense moment when my root does break. Also, I've cast a dot on myself several times here just because you accidentally end up clicking yourself because you're so far away from them. If you're moving around and you accidentally left click your own character, you target yourself, and then I've done that and not caught it. and then dotted myself. But one thing about solo self-found is you have to be grateful for what you can do. Oh, here he comes. And that's why, so I try to stay like at max range as much as possible now. But yeah, you have to be grateful for the camps that you can do and just suffer through them. Especially at this high of a level. Like, I don't know of anywhere else that these spells drop, or the research words for these spells drop. So I will just stay here until they drop. The fact that we got Lich is pretty huge. And we actually got that kind of early. I think I'd only camped the Raptors maybe 6 hours or so. Get the loot. There's no loot. That's cool. Okay, so I do see one issue with trying to grab multiple raptors is the vicious raptor is going to be up in a minute and a half. Actually, we're regenerating like 4% mana per tick or something crazy, so we may have enough mana to go right in and get him. You gotta love that Lich mana. So yeah, hopefully we get lucky. Hopefully we get lucky tonight and we can pull a new spell. The odds are pretty low because I need 2 separate words to get a new spell. At least the one that I want. I want the pet. I want the level 49 pet, guys. That is why we're here. I feel like with that pet and Lich, it will make doing the giants outside of Burning Wood, or out in Burning Wood outside of the fort, a lot easier. Oh yeah, we're like right at 100%, and the raptor is just now spawning, so that's great. That is outstanding. We're gonna have to life tap here pretty soon. We're already kind of low on health, or lower than I want to be. But this is why I don't go swimming from island to island to try to grab like multiple vicious raptors. The research components that I'm after, they only drop off of vicious raptors. Get him. Get him rooted. Oh my gosh, how far away is he? Also, there's times where it seems like he's swimming towards me, even though he's rooted. And that's scary. There we go, we got some health. I do try to keep a snare up on him to kind of make those root breaks a little bit less scary, but it's very costly on the mana. So like in this case, I've already had to life tap early, so I'm not going to do that. And hopefully that decision doesn't bite me in the ass, literally. I think the raptors, they claw. I don't know if they bite. I'm sure they claw and bite. These little buttholes hit hard. They're vicious. Oh wait, it's in the name. Vicious raptor. Yeah, I would be coming up on level 54 here really soon. But I've died twice to these things. So I'm only a little bit over halfway to 54. I would be probably at like 75, 76% to 54 if I hadn't died twice. But we keep on keeping on. We're going to persevere through this. No one said it would be easy. Oh, here he comes. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, if you stay at max range, it seems like you can pull off that route. We will get some new dots. We're going to get some new dots like in the upper 50s that we don't have to go farm for. So that's going to be really helpful, especially if I'm still struggling to find splurt. And that's really the goal, is like we need to get the 49 pet from here. Then I'm going to go out and get splurt from the Burning Wood Giant Fort. And then we'll go into Howling Stones to finish leveling to 60. And we're going to be in Howling Stones for a long time. I was back in Downir the other day, boys. I love me some Downir. Nothing, man. These guys, they're killing me. I was even camping this off stream. I camped this off stream for like 4 hours. On Sunday, before I got kind of bored. I got bored and moved on to some other games. WoW Classic Hardcore is actually like, I think, probably the most immersive way to play WoW. I find myself talking to people a lot more versus in a standard server. I'm just ignoring everybody and I'm just grinding. I take things a lot slower, so I kind of notice more scenery. I enjoy the pace of the game more. Like, there's a lot of good that comes from playing hardcore. I'm like leveling cooking and fishing. I'm doing things just to give myself an advantage that I ordinarily would just completely skip if I was just in a race to get to max level. And the cool thing is, even if I die, I'm just going to continue playing that character on an era server, because I wouldn't mind having a level 60 era server character. Because I'm not really not really much of like a what is it, Season of Discovery player. Like it just hasn't really enticed me. It's a little too different than what I was hoping for. And so I'm not very invested in it. Now I tell you what I am going to be invested in. What is the EverQuest TLP 2024? I think it's May 22nd. Yep. What day of the week is May 22nd? That is a Wednesday. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not really like going to take time off work for that. And it looks like it's going to start in Ruins of Kunark. Both will have relaxed. Here, let me just pull this up so you guys can see it. Doink. There you go. So both will have relaxed true box, starting with traditional true box rules and relaxing the true box rules further over time. Both will start in Ruins of Kunark. You guys know what that means. Ixar Necromancers. They'll both launch on Wednesday, May 22nd, 2024. Oh, I can reserve my name, bruh. I need to, oh, man. Yeah. I'm not going to say what I'm thinking. What else? So, EQ2. Wait, what is this? What the hell is this? Jigsaw puzzle event. I'm not, okay, I'm not doing that. EQ2, I think they call them TLEs on EQ2. I don't know why they call them something different. Dude, EQ2 is so neglected, like... Ah, there it is. Producers... But, I mean, look how far down Google it is. Like, EQ2 TLE 2024. When I did the EQ one, like, the very first Google search result was like, hey, here is the official notification from Daybreak or Dark Paw, whoever the hell owns EverQuest now. I guess it is Daybreak. I don't... Wait, what is... I don't even know the difference there. I don't retail, guys. I don't do a lot of retail. Anyway, you go down to EQ2, you got to go halfway down the first page of Google results to find the producer's letter. So, for EQ2, blah, 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 blah. Okay, there's the stupid jigsaw puzzle again. And further down, Jen Chan. Yeah, she's like the new Holly Longdale, I think. Origin server. This is the one I'm looking at playing on. I'll take you back to old school EQ2 from back in 2006. We'll start in Shattered Lands era, no expansions. That's kind of what I'm like. Yeah, you're plucked from the waters by none other than Captain Varlos. That's how EQ2 used to start. You were like on a boat. It was like a stupid little intro teaching all the nublets, like, this is what tab targeting is. This is how you open a treasure chest. All this stupid crap that, like, anybody who's ever touched a video game before will know intuitively how to do. So we'll definitely be doing that. I don't know how invested in that I'm going to be. We'll see. It's all dependent on, like, I don't know. I get too many sticks in the fire, guys. Because I'm gonna still play Mr. Best Friend. I just maybe cut him down to 1 day a week. I'm not sure. I don't want to leave Mr. Best Friend unfinished. This has been a passion project over... Oh yeah, Played doesn't do... I hate how Played on Project 1999 does not give you your actual /Played. So I have no idea how much I've played Mr. Best Friend, but it's been a lot. Probably the most time I've invested in an MMO since WoW Classic came out. I don't think I've invested as much time in EQ as WoW Classic, but it's up there. It's definitely up there, and I want to finish him. I don't want to leave him unfinished. I think that's a bad practice. I don't like it when you get on YouTube and you start watching a playlist. What's up, Neutral? Neutral, I got a secret for you. There's an Easter egg in my upcoming lore video. You are an Easter egg. Why am I so tiny? I must have made myself smaller for something. It's gonna be very. It's not an Easter egg. It's gonna be very obvious. It's gonna be super obvious. You. I need to move you. You come up here. There we go. This little stream tag here is literally just there in case I ever make a YouTube short. I haven't made one in a while. I want it there so that people know who I am. Good to see you, Neutral. I haven't talked to you in a while. It's been hit or miss with the streaming because of the internet. Internet here is trash. Or it's good when it wants to be, and then it's trash probably when like the guy next to me turns on his Xbox and starts playing Call of Duty or whatever. But yeah. How's the Kiwi land treating you? Hopefully it's good. We were just talking. I say we, I don't think anybody was in here. I don't care. I put these on YouTube, so I'm never alone. I am never alone. Xbox and not what's that? Anybody know what that drum line's from? I don't. I surely don't. We were just talking about like the roadmap on what I'm going to be doing next month when 2 TLPs drop on 2 separate games, and I'm still going to be trying to figure out how to play Mr. Best Friend. And explaining to my girlfriend that I'm streaming an additional night per week. Bless her heart. She's a good timing woman. Good-hearted woman in love with a good timing man. That's a great song. We're gonna listen to that song. This is a trashy song. If you guys haven't heard this, like this song basically makes excuses for like alcoholic husbands. Can you guys hear it? I got it at about 30 decibels below max. I like Waylon Jennings though. I feel like I need a bourbon now. It's definitely drinking music, yeah. I feel good in that I'm far enough removed from my drinking days that I can listen to this and not immediately feel like I need a bourbon. Because I definitely listened to a lot of outlaw country when I was throwing down, and I do believe this is considered outlaw country. Yeah, I used to listen to this song and be like, "Yeah, this is good. This is like." Now I hear it and I'm like, "Oh my gosh." It's like glorifying a dude going out and partying while his wife stays at home. Alright, we're gonna go for it. We gotta snag this guy before that raptor comes around the corner. He's right there. We gotta watch him. Come on, boy. Get down here. Oh yeah, we cleared that easy. What other TLPs are there? So, give me one sec. Let me get this this root on this guy and kind of get set up here, and I'll talk about it. Why is he still out of range? Why does it take so long? So slow. Get some dots on him. Oh, he resisted my asshole. So there's like a Mischief style TLP for EQ1, and it's going to be True Box for a while until everybody quits, basically. That I'm kind of reading between the lines, and they're like, yeah, it's True Box, but we're going to relax the True Box eventually. Meaning that once the hype has died down, they're going to allow people to box, which, I mean, let's be real. After what POP'd, isn't it POP around when everybody's like, I don't even care about this game after POP, so who cares? Like, I don't say boo because I'm like, who cares? By that point, there's going to be like a total active population of 300 people on the server anyway, so if you want to box, let them box. At least then they can continue, like if you're invested in your character, at least you can continue progressing without feeling like there's like nobody to play with. So that's one, and then the second TLP is, it's actually a TLE, it's EQ2, and it's going to be like a classic EQ2 server. Oh, no. I almost rooted myself twice. Oh boy. Sorry if that was loud. I got scared. With classic EQ2, I did play back in the classic days, and so I'm kind of curious to see what it's like and try it again. I'm probably not going to invest in it like I will EQ1. Because EQ2 is just not as good of a game as EQ1. I'm just going to be brutally honest here. And yes, so that's the burning question. What happens to Mr. Best Friend? What happens to Sister Best Friend? I will continue to work on Mr. Best Friend. I'm just going to have to set a schedule that works. Dude, can I? Oh my gosh, can I? Oh my gosh. Tab target doesn't work when there's like 5 things around you. Okay. I'm just going to have to set a schedule that allows me to continue to progress Mr. Best Friend, as well as play on a TLP. Yeah, exactly. I totally get it. I'm actually really at kind of the beginning of the hard part, so there's a lot left to do. Gotta love that classic EQ slowdown there. I love how the game just inexplicably is like, I'm just gonna drop frames for 20 seconds here. It's a 25-year-old game that just decides that it's gonna go down to 5 FPS for a couple seconds. Next level 54 is a taster of what to come. Yeah, it is what it is. the kind of the dichotomy of MMOs, or I don't know if dichotomy is the right word. It's almost like it's not hard, it's just time consuming. Like I could be level probably 55, 56 by now. Well, probably 55. If I had just spent the same amount of time I've tried to find these spells, just grinding outside of Karnar's Castle. Like all those mobs outside of Karnar's Castle still give experience. They don't give a lot of experience. But like if I just spent all those hours and all the deaths that I've had trying to find spells just outside of KC killing greens, I think I calculated I get like 5% an hour out there. So like I could just throw time at it and eventually finish. But I'm trying not to do that because I think it's more enjoyable for you guys, especially to see me like progressing through the spells and trying to find the loot versus just being like, well, I can kill this stuff. So I'm going to kill this stuff because it's easy. And I'll just sit outside KC until I'm like 58. And then by that point, I'll have some better dots and I can go to 60 like in Burning Wood or something. But that's just lame and boring, right? You guys don't want to see that. You honestly can't wait to see me in high school? I was a hunk in high school, dude. I was playing guitar. I was a cross-country runner. Can't wait to see me in Howling Stones. Yeah, I get it. It's funny, I started out this stream playing Metallica, and now we're somewhere in the 70s right now. I freaking love this song. This is probably one of my top 5 favorite songs. Right behind like Gangnam Style and Hit Me Baby One More Time. Just kidding. Yeah, it's gonna be busy, man. It's gonna be a busy. I don't know how far I'll go on the TLP. So I've always wanted to start a TLP and ride it out and actually see like what the developers did with this game after like 2003. Because I don't know. I guess I kind of do now that I've played on the test server. It's really weird though. I imagine those areas, some of the areas that I went to on the test server, I imagine they're a lot more like meaningful or cool or whatever when you're not just like blasting through them. Sorry, I had to bring the volume down just a little bit. Because those areas, like when you go to them on the test server, you have a mercenary that's just destroying everything. For one, two, you're getting double experience, so you're just blasting through it. You're not really like. I'm not learning that zone like I learned Field of Bone. Like I'm not learning. I don't even know the name of that place. Gorukar Mesa. There we go. I'm not like exploring it and finding the quests and just like immersing myself in it. Like Field of Bone, you know, I've been all across Field of Bone. Warslicks was down near. Holy crap. Down near is probably the best example, dude. Like, I don't think I could actually do it, but I'd like to say I could blindfold run through down near. There's no real audio cues. There's no way to know, but given a stream setup like Queen Pwns a lot, I might be able to blindfold run through down there. If only I could be just a tenth of as good as her. I actually checked up on her stream, and I want to say you can't even watch her VODs unless you're a subscriber now. As if that doesn't like Oh no, you can. Okay. There was like one of her VODs was like, this is a sub-only VOD. You gotta be kidding me. She has a heart rate monitor on playing Starfield. Ugh. Her resting heart rate is 80. She's... Wait, is this something that's gonna... This is gonna get me canceled, isn't it? She's petting a cat. She has a heart rate of 80. I'm getting canceled, boys. Somebody's gonna clip this and report me to the PC police. What's the point when it's not a challenge? For me, the test server, the point of it was just exploring and like being like a digital tourist, essentially. It wasn't really like I'm not playing that game as if I'm like committed to it and trying to be like the best raider on the test server. I don't care about the test server. I don't care about retail EQ. I just wanted to run through zones I'd never been to before, and honestly, it was like almost like a freaking acid trip. It was nuts. Whoops, sorry. The net is holding. We're gonna have it. We're gonna have a YouTube video. We got a YouTube video, boys. I can finally upload to my YouTube again. 5 minutes till the next raptor. Hopefully the YouTube video has me getting some spell research words. What's this? Raw silk robe. Why would Mr. Best Friend have a raw silk robe? Because when I was recording my lore video, I threw it on to be true to the timeline as best as I could. Because when Mr. Best Friend went to Dalnir for the first time, he looked like this. He had the old ugly yellow robe. Look at that handsome guy. Don't shake your head at me, Mr. Best Friend. You're handsome. You know it. Yeah, there's going to be some surprises in there. I'm super excited to, yeah, like a pumpkin. It's such an ugly robe. There we go. Let's fix that. Put that back on. I think for like longtime viewers, there's a handful, right? You, Kevin, Paul Peterson on YouTube. Excuse me. Some of my longtime viewers are gonna appreciate some of the like the nods to like the lore of Mr. Best Friend. And it really brings the project together to like kind of do an in-game storytelling of what the struggles and the challenges are and what it's like. Even if it's only for a few hundred people, it's still like a cool little project that I can hang my hat on later and be like, yeah, I did this thing. It was cool. It was fun. Met some friends along the way. It's been a good time. I'm really glad that I started streaming again. I'm also in the beginning phase of planning to build my new ultimate streaming PC. So yeah, we got some plans drawn up for that. Rough plans, but plans nonetheless. And that'll be nice. There's two things I really want to do. So one, do this mic. Like, it was $100. I probably could have bought a mic for $40 that's better than this mic. This mic drives me nuts. So it's got to go. That's going to be after the PC though. I can suffer. I'm not suffering, but it's just not like it's just not doing what I want it to do. It's got a lot of weirdness to it. but I can use it up until I make the PC, and then we're gonna upgrade that. Because that one thing that's happened since I've started streaming is I've turned into a little bit of an audio geek, and so I'm really excited to get like a mic that I feel is like well balanced and doesn't require a shit ton of tweaking just to try to get it to sound the way I want it to sound. Like I have spent probably 24 to 30 hours just messing with OBS filters, trying to get this thing like to where I want it to be. And at this point I'm just convinced that like it's diminishing returns. Like I'm not gaining a lot more out of tweaking it more. I'm sure somebody with an audio background could come in like in 5 minutes and be like, boom, 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 done. Maybe I should try like posting on a forum or something. But at this point, I'm like, dude, I've already like sunk so many hours into this thing. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad. It's okay. It does the job, but I just want it to be better. Okay, this is risky. Where's that? Is that the, that's the raptor there? We gotta wait. We want this guy to move on. I think he's headed that way. I hope he's headed that way. Go. Oh, he's going this way. We're gonna have to wait for him to move on. I love how all you can see is his little head poking out. I wish I had the WoW target icons. Like I could put a little circle over his head or a little diamond or a star so that whenever he moves on, I can see where he's at. Looks like he's gone. Yeah, these guys' aggro range is no joke. Like the first time you swim up on this island, you're if you don't know, you're in for a very rude awakening. Where is he? There he is. Tedious camp. Definitely up there for most tedious camp. Top contender. Still, I would take this over the Burning Wood Giant Fort because the roamers out there make that camp so stressful. That was not an enjoyable camp, and I'm going to end up having to do it again. But hopefully we're going back. Not hopefully, we'll stay here till we have the pet. We're going back with better tools. So it should be a lot more manageable. Trying to do that with no lich and the level 44 pet was like misery. Ill-advised. Too many roamers. This one is predictable, and I like predictable. Anytime you can manage a variable in EQ, you should manage that variable. That's why when you're in Kesora camping the church and the 5 towers, you sit in a spot where there's no roamers. Because variables make the game more risky. But there are some variables you can't manage, like route breaking early. This one has gone smooth so far. I probably shouldn't have opened my mouth, though. We're gonna get like 3 route breaks in a row and I'm gonna die. Now, I think I've learned my lesson to stay at max range as much as possible. I think that was something I wasn't doing, and that's part of the reason why I was dying. I was overly trusting in the route, and I was being lazy and not wanting to swim further away from them. And that's really EQ in a nutshell, right? Like, you start a new camp and you have to learn all of the little idiosyncrasies of every camp. It's a really good example of like horizontal progression. And I'm a big fan of horizontal progression as well as vertical progression. I think that when you sync them to the two in harmony, in other words, you don't favor one too much versus the other. So like some games favor vertical too much. World of Warcraft is a great example, or at least WoW retail. Nada, no drops. Jeez, game. You're busting my balls here. So WoW, like retail, too much vertical progression, not enough horizontal. You're just always chasing higher stats, higher numbers, bigger numbers. And then on the opposite end of the spectrum is like Guild Wars 1. Max level was 20. You can buy the best gear in the game pretty much for like pennies. And there's a lot of horizontal progression, like going and finding new skills or unlocking areas through quests. But I always felt like there needed to be more vertical, like more power creep. EQ seems to fall right in the middle there, where you have that horizontal of like learning the areas, doing the key quests, becoming more proficient at your class, and the vertical of like gaining levels, getting new abilities, getting better gear. It's amazing how much this 25-year-old game got right without any real template for how an MMO should be. Their only template was like MUDs, multi-user dungeons, which the game is definitely heavily inspired by MUDs. But they were basically treading into like uncharted territory with this. So with the graphics, the addition of 3D graphics, and a lot of things are inspired by MUDs, but there was no real like true mold at the time. Versus WoW just took what EQ did and adapted it, made it a little bit more like accessible. Okay, my eyeballs are dry, so I'm gonna go take my contacts out. I'll be right back. Oh, that's so much better. I feel like a new man. Ooh, risky move. I left Lich on. That would have been funny. I like got hung up, the doorbell rings or something, and I let myself just lich to death. You guys would have been like screaming at me in chat. Turn lich off, dude. Let's see. Neutral Rocket says there's so much more to do in Velius as well. I have been exploring lately, and I'm sad you can't go there yet. Yeah, I struggle with the thought of opening up the solo self found to Velius, because there is so much, and I know I'm missing out on so much, and I have never properly explored Velius. So I worry that, like, I'm committing a lot of time to, like, a very small area of the game, and I'm not sure when I'm going to have the kind of time to commit to, like, doing something like this again. And will I look back and regret not just being like, you know what, screw it, this was dumb. I went to level 53 in Kunark, that was cool. Did a lot of Kunark stuff. We need to go do Velius stuff because there's a lot of goodness there. That is an internal dialogue that I have. On the flip side, just like Neutral said, excuse me, don't do it. You will ruin all the grind you have put in so far. Exactly. Like, it becomes kind of meaningless that I spent 20, 30 hours camping a set of sleeves that have 1 int and 15 mana, because those are probably the best sleeves that I will get in Kunark, because all the other sleeves that are better that drop in Kunark drop off raid mobs. So it's like, yeah, I invalidate a lot of the time that I've already spent. So no, I don't actually plan to do it. It's just like, so I drive my girlfriend crazy when I do this. We'll be like laying in bed, it'll be like 8, 9 o'clock, and I'll be like, man, Whataburger sounds so good. And she'll be like, yeah, it does, let's go. And I'm like, oh, I didn't ever plan on going. I just like thinking about Whataburger because it's tasty. But I have zero intention of going and eating Whataburger now. And she's like, why do you do that? It's the same thing. I just like, man, going to Velius would be so cool. Okay, let's go kill raptors. We're on a mission. We're on a mission from God. Oh man, this is a classic. I've never even Looking Glass. I never knew who made this this song. It's a good one though. The 70s had some really classy rock. Not just classic rock. It was like classy. Like this, or Eric Clapton, or Yes. The band Yes. Oh, Chicago. Dude, I love Chicago. It's kind of cheesy to listen to now, but like, dude, it's got some class to it. I enjoy it. Doobie Brothers. It's kind of sad because now like classic rock stations play rock that was on the radio when I was like a teenager, and I'm like, no, 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 that's not classic, is it? Breaking Benjamin, that's not classic rock. What are you talking about? Friggin' Creed or Seether. You know, Neutral. I don't know if I've ever asked you what music. What music do you listen to? Because you never really comment on the music. Usually that's Kevin. Kevin's the music commentary guy. Neutral's the Ixar Necromancer commentary guy. I'm definitely not like a music snob like some people, but I feel like artistically inspired and creative music, it's easy to pluck. It's easy to identify a band or an artist who has made a like objectively artistic or inspired song versus one who just made a song to try to like get a radio hit. I'm a death black metal guy, kind of guy, but don't listen much lately. Huh. We used to do Full Metal Friday on here. You remember that? We used to play a lot of metal music on Fridays. I haven't done that in forever. I'm not much of a casual meme fan. Wait, I thought you were already a what? Did I transport back in time? I thought you were already a follower. All good if you unfollowed and refollowed. Thank you for the follow. That's funny. It's all good. Yeah, you've been in here quite a bit. I think you were here for the 24-hour stream is really where I remember you from when we were doing. I'm pretty sure you were in here when we were doing the upper portion of City of Mist, and it was an absolute nightmare that I never wish to repeat. That was not fun. It was fun from like a stream. It was good stream content. All the craziness, you know, like the giant trains running around and me being like, "Oh man, I think I got some people killed again." Like that part was fun, I guess. Not probably not for the people that were dodging my trains. That's why I left that spot. I was like, I am not going to continue to do something that I know is actively destroying someone else's fun. Neutral says I don't even remember much of that stream. Time for another one. Hey man, it's a VOD on Twitch. You're welcome to go back and rewatch it. I I don't know if I could do it again. That was just tough. That stretch from like midnight to 5 a.m. as I started was just brutal. There was a point where I'm pretty sure I was asleep up here and was just actuating the keyboard and the mouse and trying to build a house in Valheim. The cursed house in Valheim that was like flooding. It was the worst house. Like I tried to build a massive mansion just for no reason other than ambition, I guess. And like the basement was flooding, and I couldn't get the roof on, and then the floor plan was so jacked up because I couldn't get the roof to line up, and so I was changing the floor plan to try to make it better for the roof, and then I went back and redeemed myself and made a way cooler house. And my house now is really cool, and it's a good house. Casual Meme Fan says City of Mist trains are a sight to behold. Yes, they are. They're scary. We don't like those. That's why I left. That's why I stopped trying to do that upper level because it was just way too unpredictable. And then whenever I would hop back over to the roof, that whole train would just go nuts and start running to like the zone line or running to the downstairs. And I was like, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to cause people to die and wipe and all that. That's not being a good steward. How is this camp going so far? It's okay. I'll say. Oh no, Dinas. Oh, dude, it's not going good now. Now I have to deal with Dingus. Freaking guy. Last time we did Dingus, though, we had Lich. Or we didn't have Lich. What's up, Grimlust? Good to see you. Hopefully your health's doing good. Yeah, so, like, already Dingus is being a dingus. We're just gonna feign him. I hate this guy. But what I was telling everybody earlier is like you kind of got to be grateful for the camps you can do when you're solo cell phone. I did get Lich, yeah. This is actually a first in probably about 10 hours of camping this spot. I think the reason why, though, well, Major Gratz, thank you. I think the reason why is because last couple times I camped here, Dingus was up on the other island and no one killed him. What is this, like Beatles wannabe music? Get out of here. I want to hear some Rush. Let's listen to some Rush. There we go. Yeah, Lich was super clutch. There's been a few times, and I've said it probably too many times on stream now, where I was like, there's no way I could have finished this mob without Lich. And this is probably going to be one of them if I do even actually kill him. Because this guy has a really high MR, so he's going to resist a lot of spells. This is going to be... It's going to come down to the wire, I guarantee it. I hate this dude. So we need to get him rooted first. So I'm mashing the root key right now, and hopefully we get him rooted. Yeah, we got him rooted. That's the first struggle. Hopefully it doesn't break now, though. Yeah, see, there it goes. First root break. Help me keep track of the root breaks. And then the problem with that is it eats your mana, right? I'm just gonna chill. I was gonna put Asshole on him. But we're gonna play the long game with him because I need to try to preserve mana. And Asshole takes a lot of mana. It does a lot of damage, but it takes a lot of mana. And what's going to end up happening is I'm probably going to have to life tap him twice to keep my health up because of Lich and the degen from Lich. So we're going to play it safe, nice and slow. I try to life tap around like 65% health. That keeps me nice and like topped up. Yeah, we got some mana to play with. Oh, yeah, see, Paralyzing Earth just wore off again. We're going to be all the way out in the ocean by the time this fight's over. Alright, first life tap. That's 2 root breaks. And he's at 70%. And the mana is about to really sink here because I've got to refresh 2 more dots. Life tap breaks roots, yeah. So there's our 3rd root break. So here's where like now I'm starting to get nervous, right? Because I'm at 40% mana. So we're going to give ourselves a lot of room here. I can't even see where he's at. I can't even see the ocean anymore, or the island anymore. I think he's this way. And so what we need at this point is we just need Paralyzing Earth to last a good long while so I can regen some mana. Which it didn't. So that's great. And we will now swim away even further. Luckily, Paralyzing Earth does not take a lot of mana. Mr. Best Friend just looks like he's having the time of his life doing this crap. Yeah, there it goes again. So that's what, we're on like, what, 5 root breaks now? Oh my gosh. I think he's this way. I don't even know where he is. That's number 6. Freaking ridiculous, dude. We need to keep him kind of close. I got to refresh 2 more dots. So here comes 1. All right, now we just need to hold this, and hopefully, I'm not even going to use Asshole because that's going to put me really low on mana. And I'm going to need to life tap here in about 10% health, maybe 7% health. So we just need PE to hold. And as soon as I say that, PE breaks. We'll go ahead and tap. Oh my gosh, we're not going to tap because we're now on like break number 8. I'm getting nervous. We're going to just put ourselves... I'm not even going to tap, I guess. I'm just going to put some distance. The good news is I have a minute left on both dots. And I do think he runs at 15%. So I just need as much time. I need to maximize my time sitting, or whatever this is, synchronized swimming with my book open. Because he's gonna need more dots. More dots to bring him down. Yep, we're down to 27. My health is low, is in like a scary range where he could probably kill me if he gets close. Okay, I'm gonna put a new... never mind. I was gonna say, I'm gonna put a new dot on him. Oh boy. Get that root. Get the root. Oh no, okay, that's bad. Feign. No, not Asshole. I love this game, dude. AAA, Game of the Year, EverQuest. Freaking dingus. Casual Meme Fan asked how the camp was going. That's how the camp's going. Let's see. I have yet to, like, recoup. That's 30% of my level that I have lost in this awesome place. I don't have my Sarnak bracer. Why am I using my Sarnak bracer button? Yeah. That's like a 30-minute corpse run, boys. At least. That's actually probably like an hour corpse run we just incurred. Freaking game. I love it. Hey, TLP comes out next month, right? Let's get hyped. No, I will not be doing a TLP solo cell phone. I thought you were bound in TD. No, you cannot bind in TD. It's fake news. Bye.
finding in TD is fake news. The Project 1999 devs are coming after me, and they won't let me bind in TD, but we're not going to let them. We're not going to let them win.
Freaking game. I would be at almost 80%. 80% to level 50, whatever the frick I am. I'm so triggered right now. Not triggered, I hate that word. I'm tilted. I don't even know what to put in my spell slots right now. Did you guys see that? That was like 9 root breaks. Nine or 10. Oh shit. Went into down there. I don't know, I might need to do a different camp because like it seems like every time I do this camp. Where do I get the damn spell though is the thing. Like what the hell is this? Best viewers and First of all, nobody click that link. Secondly, please boo the freaking bot.
Get him out of here. Get this bot out of here. Lock him up.
Freaking bot. How do I... Yeah, I'm like trying to figure out how to do it. I've had to ban such few people that like... There it is. Banned. Get out. It's freaking... They're so stupid, dude. As if somebody's not gonna notice that like EQ1 all of a sudden has like 4,000 people watching an unknown streamer. Like somebody's not gonna be like, what is this? Remember the one, Neutral, you remember the one bot that came in and was like, yeah, I play Apex Legends, Stardew Valley, oh, and EverQuest 1. I was like, no, you don't. Can I sell you my artwork? Sad. They didn't even actually say the name of the game. They just said, and this game. That was absurd, though. I'm tilted still. That was absolutely ridiculous. 9, 10 root breaks. Yeah. I'm just not gonna mess with that guy. That's all there is to it. Like we're just not gonna fight him. I'll just have to move on and go camp a different raptor. I did fumble the feign, you're right. I don't know how much of a difference it would have made, dude. He was interrupting, like... It was one of those things where... Like, your spell is interrupted, your spell is interrupted, your spell is interrupted, your spell is interrupted, your spell is interrupted. Like, that's kind of the whole thing. Once they're close, it's... Yeah, it would have failed, or it would have got interrupted. I think it did get interrupted. Let's see. You begin casting Feign Death, your spell is interrupted. Unless that was because I got knocked unconscious. I don't know. I'll tell you what, I'm pretty sick of raptors at this point. Think about how good it's gonna feel once you get past this. Dude, I'm like a prisoner of war. Like that's like being like, yeah, but you know, once you get back home, I'm not gonna compare myself to prisoner of war. That's disrespectful. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I've thought about grinding for the Sarnak ring. I've thought about doing literally going to down near and just killing as many freaking Sarnaks as possible, and getting canines and getting my Feronia V rep. I said that right. Changing my mind. Feronia V. Come at me. Getting my FV rep up just for shits and giggles. Just for giggles. I could go grind for the Sarnak ring. Maybe that 50 HP would have saved me there. Why? Dude, I'm like flying over the Warslicks woods like Harry Potter on a broom. I don't even know where I'm at. How do I get to the zone line? I don't think the game even knows where I'm at. Is this it? This is not it. Did I fly? I must have flown like over the zone line, dude. It's like Mario when you jump over, you use Yoshi to like jump over the goal. Yeah, look, I just zoned in, heading like from the reverse side of the zone line. Am I in the mirror world now? I'm in the mirror realm. I don't even know what direction I'm facing. Like, this is so weird. I need to head west. Good thing I leveled my sense heading skill, boys. Ultra useful. It actually is useful. I wonder if like fear kiting that guy would have been better. Like pull him way the hell out in the ocean and then try to fear kite him. Invoke death. I'm looking on the wiki. So the level 49 pet does drop from Helot Specters in Howling Stones. I mean, I've already lost like almost half of this level. What's another 20%? Yeah, this is my third death in 53. So one thing I'm wondering is if I go to Dalnir and I kill Sarnak, are they on the same faction as the Sarnak who give me the ring? I'm not gonna lie, part of the reason why I was out trying to get the pet from the freaking stupid raptors that I love so much is because if I have the pet, I can kill goblins faster, which then lets me get exalted with, or exalted, whatever amicable, whatever ambiguous term EQ uses for good reputation with the buttheads who give you the ring. Okay, Cly Invoker, here we go. No, the faction is Thrall of Cly. That's interesting. So what's the deal there? The Cly Overseer, he's like a rogue Sarnak. I wonder how many different factions of Sarnak there are. So they like broke away. That kind of makes sense because the stuff the Cly are doing is pretty messed up, dude. They have like human trafficked slaves in there. They're called coerced, and they're from all races. Casual meme fan, what Sarnak ring? Let me see if I can. It is Dzok, Signet of Service, and yeah. Click that and try not to die when I'm in the over there. Yeah, HP 65, mana 45. That's a good ass ring, dude. Why am I not doing that right now? Maybe we just need to do that. Maybe we just need to like give up on the Raptors and just do this. Oh, wait, there we go. Just like float down here onto their dock. Yeah, so it is. So you need Warmly faction. And in order to get Warmly faction, you need 19, 37, 57, 83. Holy smokes. 114. Am I doing that math right? Stacks. But Neutral said, you know, if you're killing the goblins, you're killing gobs, you get it's 51 stacks. You get rep while you're killing them, right? So that's something to think about because that would just be like if you wanted to go just turn in stacks, which like some people do. They just go buy it because they're rich. And honestly, if I wasn't sold a cell phone, I might like sell those things for money because I want to say a stack is like 300 plat or something. It's crazy how much you can get for those stacks. Where is it? Green Goblin skin. Yeah, this is like price per stack. 250. I wouldn't believe this. 3. That's not accurate. So you can get like 250 plat per stack. And the drop rate is pretty good. Oh, sorry. I'm showing one screen and talking about another. Yeah, you guys get it. You get it. You've seen the wiki before. With the 49 pet or even the 53 or the 56, it's easy work. Yeah, that's why I was like, I want the 49 pet to do this. That's like the big roadblock right now. But I mean, we got Lich, so even just having Lich would make it a lot faster. And it's already 8 o'clock. What's going on? Where's my time going? It's a week of effort to go from max KOS. So I mean, the other alternative we have, because raptors are kind of starting to like. Raptors are wearing me out, dude. I'm tired of dying out there, and I'm tired of like swimming through the ocean and then dying in the ocean. I have no idea where my body is. I should have /loked. There was a lot of activity going on. Yeah, it's gonna take me a minute to find that body. I could try to skip the 49 pet because raptors are kind of hit or miss. And I could try to go get a 53. The level 53 pet might drop in City of Mist. Well, what I need is like you can get defoliation, right? That's the spell I need, and then I need to trade it. I don't know, level 53 pet seems like it's such a there's too many layers of RNG in this damn game, because like let's just say I get defoliation and I go trade it for another spell. It's random, so I may not even get the spell that I need. And if I was to bet on the luck that I've had on Mr. Best Friend, I would say that I don't get it on the first try. %, but the other spells are useful too. What are the other spells? Sacrifice, not useful. Scent of Terrace, yeah. Shadow Bond. I feel like I'd rather have the pet. The heal over time is super useful. Pet can actually tank stuff. Yeah, that's true. The heal would be the only other one I would like. Scent of Terrace is good for probably like higher level mobs if you're getting resisted a lot. But you need the leech in combo, and the leech I get from the raptors. Yeah, Grimlust, just get used to seeing it, man. I've lost 30% of this level so far. I'm starting, like, I got like a lot of wind behind me in my sails when I got Lich. And now I'm feeling like it's slowing back down again. I don't know what the deal is with these raptors, dude, but like you get unlucky with root breaks. I had, I think, 10 root breaks on Dingus. And then on the 10th root break, I was unable to get him rerouted. And then I tried to feign, and it was too late. It is. It's a little bit brutal. It's all good. It's just part of the experience. I'll tell you what, I'm grateful the internet has let me stream for you guys tonight. This thing was Disconnect City the other day. It's hit or miss. I think it's just the I swear it's just the other people. Like the dude who lives next to me is gonna come home and start to watch Netflix, and then the whole thing is just gonna fall apart. Watch Netflix. But we'll get it in while we can. Then once I get back to my house with my good internet, we won't have to worry about it anymore. This is the worst part about dying in Timorous Deep right here, having to wait for this damn boat. I was playing WoW the other day. The boat's on like a 5-minute run. I was like, I will never complain about waiting on a boat in this game. I was standing on the dock and I was like, this is nice. The boat just showed up. I needed to take the boat again. The boat just showed up. I was like, yeah. These guys get it. I want to say this is my fourth corpse run to TD. Fourth or fifth. It's just so RNG dependent. Grimlust, I like that your name is pink. Neutral's gold today. Come on, boat. There it is. What's up with this boat anyway? They took like a busted boat and they put it on a raft. Why not just have the, like, what is the point of that busted boat? Like, you're telling me you need all of this? The sail's not even attached to the boat part. Very impractical from a nautical standpoint. It looks like it was designed by ogres. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the sail is attached. Like, at first when I saw it, I was like, well, maybe the sail's attached to the boat and they need like that extra weight to hold the sail in place. And then that makes sense. But the fact that the boat or the sail is connected to the raft, it makes no sense. And then these barrels, like, are these barrels actually doing anything? I'm gonna say no. This thing looks heavy as hell. They would need 4 times as many barrels. I'm not an engineer, but it's not passing the sniff test. Maybe the play is Howling Stones to get the spell drops, and then get 53 pet, and then Fear Kite Raptors to get 49. I was actually thinking that, Neutral. Like, I know you're like, you have a little bit of a bias. I recognize that. You're like, yeah, go to Howling Stones, dude. Go to Howling Stones. But I don't see the harm at this point in trying Howling Stones. Like, what's another 10%? What's another 20% on a level that I've already lost 30% of? Like, at this point, the progression is not about this yellow bar. It's about getting the things I need to eventually be able to make this yellow bar go up. And if it gets bad enough, if I get low enough on, like, I'm about to D-level, I would hate to do it, but I could go out to Dreadlands and just kill easy-ass mobs. It's charming anyway, you don't need pets. Yeah, exactly. Am I high enough level to reliably charm in Howling Stones, though? Or is it going to be like Dingus? Am I going to be like, Charm Break, Charm Break, Charm Break, you're dead? Like, when did you start charming in Howling Stones? And Grimlust, feel free to weigh in on this as well, because you're the charm boss extraordinaire. Like, at what point does charming, especially on a Necro, which, oh no, you have a Necro too. Necro, which has no Tash. I went in 54, but could have gone earlier. Okay. I mean, it just is what it is. You got to try something new. Obviously, this is not. I must have gotten extremely lucky with Lich, because I'm pretty sure that's the only words. Oh no, I've gotten. I can't pull out my bags, so my bags are on my corpse. I got Lich, which is a 1-word spell, and I have half of the life leech damage over time. So, like, out of probably at this point 12 to 16 hours of raptor camping, that is 2 drops. That's not ideal. Now the mobs in Howling Stones, I probably won't be able to kill the ones that drop level 49 components. And yeah, I plan. So the way I'm gonna get in there is I'm just gonna harm shield and then zone in. Stop floating down, Mr. Best Friend. Stay floating up. Yeah, you can't bind in TD. I was just, from what I know, I tried binding on the North Island, and it was like, yeah, it was like, no, you can't do this. Harm shield, zone in, feign in a corner. Wait for mobs to path away. Standing and floating to the basement safe rock. Yeah, we'll give it a try. If I get close to de-leveling, I can just throw on movies and grind off stream. I just don't want to do that. It's so boring grinding at KC North Wall. Like, you get about 1/3% per kill. And the mobs, they're not hard, but there's no chance to find anything useful either. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. What the hell? The other thing I should probably be aware of is the fact that this internet can be reliable as hell for like hours and then just suddenly be like, and I'm not going to work. Would Ancients and Burning Woods still be a good option? I would say it's a nominal a nominal option. It is a very stressful camp because of the amount of roamers that you have to deal with. With Lich, it will make it a lot easier than it used to be because I did try it. I'm not sure if you were here for that. I think you were because you're saying would it still be a good option? With Lich, I think it's a lot more doable. If you fight inside the giant fort, there are no roamers. Yeah, I've thought about that. Let me see. Forest Giant Ancient. So they have 5,000 health. Oh, the issue though, so one issue I can foresee is they have Primus MMO. Thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. Welcome to my corpse run. You guys are going to see me like try to look for a body underwater. You got it. Thank you. So here's the thing with the giant fort is if I'm root rotting in there and I have an unreliable route, where do I go when I need to like reroute and back up? Because that's kind of the issue with these guys is the route breaks, but I have a lot of room to like roam out here in the water. But in the giant fort, not the case. Ooh, don't I? Damn, I'm getting called out. Oh, I do. I'm such a noob, man. Thank you, Joshy. You're a blessing, man. Thanks, Primus, for bringing Joshy here. Clutch. I sense a corpse in this direction. My gift to you. Yeah, no, it was a good gift. I'd have been like, this would have taken forever. Because I was basically kiting Dingus, the stupid dinosaur. Dingus the dinosaur. Out here in the water, and I had 10 root breaks in a row. And then eventually succumbed to RNG.